The old man is looking for his missing wife. It is a meaningful story about humanity. The other day, at around 6:30 in the evening, I was shopping at my local supermarket when an elderly man suddenly appeared in the aisle selling pasta and placed his hand on my shoulder. I startled. My immediate reaction was anger, and I made that clear by telling him not to touch me. But then I realized something. The man was crying. He looked distressed and confused. Suddenly, he demanded, "Do you know where my wife is? I've been looking for her everywhere." I told him I didn't know and suggested he ask at the front desk for help finding her. I thought he had lost her in the aisles. Everyone has lost a loved one in this way, right? I was wrong. He kept asking, "Where is my wife? She was just here." Tears welled up in his eyes. I told him I wasn't sure and led him to the customer service desk. They'd use the PA system to find her there. He agreed. There, the staff asked for her name. He looked at me with a confused expression, as if I had the answer. The woman rolled her eyes and turned to me. Do you have a name?" I made it clear that he was a stranger and that I had no more information than she did. "Is this a joke?" she asked. I knew then that this man was very confused. It is clear that she is not just confused, but also displaying symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. I knew it well. My grandfather had the disease. I took him to the dining area and we sat down. He began to tremble and wept silently. "Where is my love?" I held his hand and asked if he had a mobile phone. My heart broke for him. He wasn't sure. I asked if I could look in his pockets. He agreed. I conducted a thorough search. I found a small flip phone in his pocket. I checked the contacts and found a number labeled, "Daughter Chrissy." I called her straight away. She answered straight away. "Hello," she said, her voice already filled with worry. I stated that I was with an elderly man who I was certain was her father. We were at the supermarket on Lane Road. He was in great distress and panic. "I'm on my way," she stated. "Make sure he doesn't wander off." She continued. Thank you. I'm on my way." I sat with a stranger who was crying for over 20 minutes. I held his hand. I wiped his tears. When he shivered, I put my jacket on his lap. I gave him the answers he needed to hear. I kept him from wandering off. That was the least I could do. Suddenly, a tall, young woman, about 28 or 29, walked in. She had long black hair and blue eyes. We looked at each other, and she rushed over. Thank you, she said. I just left for an hour, and this happened. I know I shouldn't have left you alone. I'm so sorry. She explained that he sometimes wanders off looking for his wife. He lost her 13 years ago. But he never stopped looking. She helped him up from the chair and thanked me again. As I left, I heard him say one more time, "Where is my wife?" My heart ached, but I was happy to see him with his family. I share this story not only because this man touched my heart, but to say this. Most of the world is made up of strangers. I know that. We mustn't forget that we share this world. And in it, we can share kindness. That's the only thing that keeps us going. If you see something, do something. You can have a huge impact on someone else's life. I don't care that the shopping trolley I accidentally left in the pasta aisle during the chaos was unloaded and put away. I had to find everything again. I had dinner a little later that night and I don't care. I went home and cried in the kitchen over this sweet, kind man. Kindness costs nothing.